Hello. Today I will be discussing the matter, is hit cheap or broken? Well, first let me just throw this out there, the game itself is broken. So now that is cleared up, let's talk about the characters in Xenoverse compared to hit, starting with the main point itself, hit, specifically hit Awoken. Now I already know the main complaint is his elbow. Now I myself, as a hit main, will admit, he has the fastest hit frames on his Z Vanish light attack. Just about the same speed as Goku Super Saiyan 4's homing light attack. Now that's pretty fast and dangerous, especially given the fact it has that speed while Z vanishing. Now it may seem invincible, but I can assure you, it's not. You may think so only because when hit performs his elbow, and you try to punish like you would against any other character, hit can evade and proceed to do it again. Yes, that can be very difficult, and frustrating to deal with, especially if you are a new player, or don't have much of defense. But with my experiences, and what I've noticed fighting really good players, is that blocking the elbow and sidestepping works most of the time. Or since the elbow is so quick, spamming the block button can easily grant you consecutive just guards, or is what players call perfect blocking. I myself for sure had trouble with people who spam block, because on how fast hit throws out his elbow it's always a guaranteed just guard. So I had to ditch out using the elbow and making a different strategy. Also, people with huge hitboxes such as Goku, or any of the created characters can punish the elbow on block using their heavy attacks. Now this method is usually a 65% chance of hitting depending on your reaction time, but still something to add in your strategy on beating a hit player, or just grab. Now moving on away from the elbow, now onto hits combos not giving you any stamina back. Now I know a lot of people don't know how to keep your opponents in combos without them floating and regaining all of their stamina, but you can believe me when I say, many characters, including your beloved created characters, can perform this. This is not an exclusive thing with hit, it belongs with everyone on the roster. If anyone would like to know a specific character's non-float combo, message me and I will make a demonstration video. Now moving to hit's biggest flaws no one mentions. Hit can't back hit without getting punished for it, as it is way too slow. In my opinion, that balances a few things out with the character. Now for people that say, what about the instant turnaround you do? That is again, not exclusive to hit, and can only be done if anyone vanishes on a charge-in move, such as homing light attacks, and of course hit's homing and vanish light attack. Every character can do this, so in my opinion, hit is just a fast-paced character. I won't say he's cheap, or broken, because it's just a playstyle to get used to, and if you can't adapt to the situation, it's your own fault. Now what I think doesn't make any sense is this. Now, warning, I'm about to go on a rant. You can either leave now or listen to my opinion, and compare or share your own in the comments. Now, here we go. Created character users, what goes on in your mind when you say, for example, God Goku is superior and cheap compared to created characters? You say, his back hit is too good, his stats are too good, oh my gosh he has infinite combos. Look, I can get away from Goku's back hits pretty well. Now the humans and the monkeys, yes monkeys, hit me when I already moved out of the way. But you are still inferior, right? Now Goku's stats being too high, you have customization at your disposal. I've ran into max stamina, a halfway filled green health bar with amazing damage output, but you're still inferior. Goku has infinite combos. I'm not gonna say anything there because, really, now what seems broken and or cheap, God Goku, or a self-healing Z-Soul on a created character, with Kyoken and Rise to Action, or hit with amazing speed and no punch range, or no the weakest of them all a created character with a one-shot ultimate. Yes, I've lost 2 full bars and died by 1 blast, but you're still inferior. How can you say that created characters are legit compared to cast? I will never understand what goes on in the Xenoverse 2's community's heads. In my opinion, created characters are just way beyond the tiers. So anyone telling a cast player to play a created character because they are cheap is an idiot. I'm sorry to say, but it needs to come out. Now, I'm not saying I hate created character users, but just the fact that most have the nerve to say they are inferior to cast is just beyond me. So no shade to created characters. And I'm not saying cast can spam or be cheap, but the majority of spam and broken stats come from created characters, and that's undeniable. I respect all players no matter the playstyle, but the players who complain and throw out crap about cast being better is ignorant. Now, I'm sorry for this rant, and hope you all share your thoughts about this topic. I don't care if you agree or disagree, you can comment whatever you want. I will listen to all. Thank you.
Smoke.